Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
What's up, podcast family? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. I'm Phil Graham. I've got a special, short, quick, breaking news episode for you guys. Some great news for advertisers. I'm recording this on Friday, October 3rd, 2025. Now, I've been doing this podcast ever since 2017, every single week. That is over 8 years, if my math is right, and I think it is. I've never, ever done a breaking news episode on a Friday. So this is kind of new. It's kind of fun. Why not, right? So there's some recent news that came out just a couple days ago. There's two pieces of news that I think are really important for you, that are great for Meta advertisers, especially one of them. So I'm going to briefly talk about that. I'm going to make this episode really short because it's just a breaking news episode. And then at the end of the two breaking news things I want to share, I'm going to give you a quick PSA, a huge warning that I don't want you to miss, because I see a lot of people making this one mistake that can definitely cost them. And I don't want that to be you. So if you want to get in touch, philgrahamdigital.com is the website, or DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. Would love to hear from you. But let's jump right in to the breaking news. I am so excited. This is going to be huge for advertisers because Meta just announced that they're going to start using data from their AI apps for ads. That's right. They're going to start showing ads to users based off of those users' interactions with Meta's digital assistants and any other products that Meta has that's powered by AI. Now, this is crazy because their AI digital assistant has more than 1 billion active monthly users. And think about how people use AI. They're not just using it like search. They're having deep conversations about all kinds of stuff in there. I use every single AI. There's so much information that you put in there. This is going to be insanely valuable for advertisers. Now, I've been saying for a long time, and I still believe this, that Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, etc., is by far the best place in the world to promote your business, to run ads. Like, it's not even close. And that was before this. Now, it's insanely going to be better. There's so much data going into these AI chats that can be used for targeting and advertising. It is a no-brainer. This is so exciting. I will say, as a normal person, if I take off my business hat, my ad hat, entrepreneur hat, it's kind of creepy, that everything you put it into that AI can now be used to serve you ads. It's a little creepy, but that's the world we're in, and that's where it's going. As a business owner, though, as an advertiser, anybody who's a business who wants to get attention, you should be dancing in the streets about this. This is huge. This is amazing. This is a game changer. So what does this mean for you guys right now? What do I recommend? I recommend that you put even more time, money, and effort into learning and running effective Meta ads on Facebook and Instagram. It's a no-brainer. And not just running ads, but becoming skilled at it and doing it highly effective. And learning how to really track that data as well. Because the opportunities are just going to keep getting better and better, especially with this new announcement from Meta. So that is breaking news number one. Breaking news number two is from ChatGPT, which I also love ChatGPT. Just a couple days ago, they announced that you're going to be able to be in ChatGPT doing your normal chats, your normal conversations, and you're going to be able to actually purchase things from somebody that might have a Shopify store or an Etsy store, and it's going to roll out to others too. But you're literally going to be able to purchase from right within ChatGPT without even going anywhere else, not even going to your store. You're going to be able to sell your product or service and get credit for that sale, and they're going to use whatever card is on file with ChatGPT. That could also be a game changer. We're also going to be having a strategy where you can kind of leverage ads along with that on Facebook and kind of tie those two together. So there's really not a whole lot you need to do on that right now, but I did want to mention it because it's a big development in AI and ads and opportunities. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew about that, because Both of these things are great news for advertisers. And then lastly, as promised, a little PSA for you. I want you to be very careful. There's so many so-called influencers giving out advice, and some of them have a big audience. Some of them are even sponsored by some pretty decently big companies as well. But here's the problem. A lot of these so-called influencers are not actually running ads, or they're not an agency doing ads for others. And a lot of the advice I see is plain horrible. But because they've got this big following, people just assume it's true. One of the things I want you to do, I want you to, number one, watch out for them. Don't just blindly take their advice. A lot of it is horrible advice that can cost you a lot of time and money. Number two, watch out for anybody that has absolutes. I call it absolutes. I've seen, I saw one, so-called influencer just say you should only do Advantage Plus now. That's it. Nothing else. Put like 50 ads in Advantage Plus and just let it run. Don't ever do anything else. I think that's insane. Literally, I can show you so much data from advertisers that come to me losing money doing that. It's insane. Does that mean I hate Advantage Plus? No, of course not. Sometimes Advantage Plus does great and it can be amazing, but other times it does bad. And that's where testing comes in. I don't blindly just do only one thing. I do lots of Advantage Plus ads, but guess what? I'm smart. I also do segmented ads. I do lookalike ads. I do retargeting. I do large audiences, small audiences. And guess what? I test things and I let the data tell me what works and what doesn't. I don't blindly listen to anyone. I trust the data. And so much advice I see these so-called influencers give is horrible. PSA, be careful who you're listening to. It might be wasting you time and money. This was a quick special breaking news episode. I hope it was helpful. And as always, just a reminder, it's always important to point out that every business is unique. Results can vary. There's no guaranteed outcomes. So always keep that in mind. My normal episode's coming out this coming Tuesday. It's going to be about the dumbest Facebook ad advice that I still see out there. Should be a fun one, so don't miss that. And until then, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next Tuesday. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.